Have you ever wondered what would happen if zombies were real? It's a chilling question that has been haunting our collective consciousness for quite some time. Zombies, the walking dead, have been gnawing at the edges of our imaginations, lurking in the shadows of our favorite horror movies, books, and video games. Their ghastly visages and hunger for human flesh have become a staple in popular culture. But what if this undead nightmare wasn't just a figment of our creative minds? What if, one day we woke up to find our cities overrun by hordes of the reanimated dead? It's a thought that sends shivers down the spine, isn't it? Well, today, we're going to take a step beyond the confines of fiction. We're going to delve into the realms of biology, physics, and sociology to examine this terrifying hypothesis. So, brace yourselves, because it's time to dive into the realm of science and explore the possibility of a zombie apocalypse. Science fiction often blurs with reality, and in the case of zombies, this might be truer than we'd like to admit. We've all seen the horror movies, read the spine-chilling novels, but have you ever stopped to consider the science behind these so-called brain-eating creatures? Let's delve into the scientific theories and facts that could potentially support the existence of zombies. Firstly, let's talk about cordyceps. This is a type of fungus that targets insects and has the power to control their behavior. The fungus takes over the insect's body, ultimately leading to its demise. If a similar type of fungus were to evolve to affect humans, we could potentially see something remarkably similar to a zombie apocalypse. But let's not stop there. There are also diseases that cause symptoms quite similar to what we associate with zombification. Take rabies, for instance. This virus affects the nervous system, causing delirium, hallucinations, aggression, and even a fear of water. Now, imagine if this virus were to mutate and its incubation period shortened. The result? A rapid spread of a disease causing zombie-like symptoms. And then, there's the potential for mind control through parasites or neurotoxins. Some parasites are already known to manipulate the behavior of their hosts. Neurotoxins, on the other hand, can alter brain functions, leading to a loss of self-control. If these were to be weaponized, we could potentially see a scenario where people are turned into zombie-like creatures. Now, it's important to remember that these are all theoretical scenarios. These theories are based on existing facts, but they're extrapolated to the extreme. The likelihood of these theories becoming reality is slim to none. But that doesn't mean we can't explore these possibilities and ponder the question, what if? While it's a chilling thought, these scientific theories show that a zombie-like scenario isn't entirely out of the realm of possibility. Let's imagine, for a moment, that a zombie outbreak has occurred. What happens next? In the immediate aftermath, chaos would likely reign supreme. Panic would spread faster than the zombie virus itself, leading to a breakdown of law and order. Cities would become ghost towns, as people either succumb to the outbreak or flee in terror. Governmental responses would be swift, but potentially ineffectual against the undead menace. Quarantine measures would be implemented, with entire regions potentially cordoned off in an attempt to contain the outbreak. But how do you quarantine something that doesn't fear death, that doesn't stop? The military would be brought in, but even they may struggle against an enemy that feels no pain, no fear. Conventional warfare strategies would prove useless. This isn't a war against another nation, it's a war against the very concept of death itself. In a world overrun by the undead, our infrastructure would crumble. Power plants would fail, water treatment facilities would become inoperable, and our digital interconnected world would fall silent. The luxuries we take for granted today would become relics of a bygone era, a reminder of a world that once was. Survivors would be forced to adapt, to learn how to live in this new, terrifying world. Communities would form, with the strongest and most resourceful leading the way. It would be a world where the living are just as dangerous as the dead. A zombie outbreak could reshape society as we know it, leaving us in a world more akin to horror films than our current reality. While the idea of zombies is terrifying, it's important to remember that this is purely speculative. We've explored the hypothesis, delved into the science behind it, and even pondered the aftermath of a zombie outbreak. Remember, these theories, as intriguing as they are, remain in the realm of speculation. Science continues to explore the unknown, and who knows, maybe one day we will have a definitive answer to the question, what would happen if zombies were real? Until then, sleep tight.